Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be sharing the latest Bitcoin technical analysis, as well as the latest breaking news. Bitcoin trader eyes yearly close gains as Q4 Bitcoin price gains top 50%. Also, for the 8th week in a row, Michael Saylor posts a Saylor Bitcoin tracker. MicroStrategy always buys more Bitcoin the next day, so expect a big announcement from the Giga Chad tomorrow. Also, Ethiopia made over 100 million by mining Bitcoin via renewable energy. The game theory is playing out. Also in today's show, El Salvador's Bitcoin stash smashes 6,000 BTC, now worth $569 million, as well as Trump's Bitcoin policies depend on the U.S. economic standing. We'll also be discussing BitGo CEO predicts good gains in 2025. I'll be sharing his forecast. And we'll also be discussing Bitcoin may reach 150 to 400,000 next year based on a strategic Bitcoin reserve and Fed rates, according to Blockware. Also, NBA's Scottie Pippen says $1 million is next for the Bitcoin. Let's go. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more in today's show. My apologies on the stream. It took 40 minutes of troubleshooting to try to get the multi-stream. I'm fully convinced it's all Streamlabs' fault. If it's not Streamlabs' fault, I blame dankness. But I even rebooted the computer. I tried like a dozen times and it's just not working. So I think Streamlabs is either updating or down. So single stream today. We're not on X. We're not on Rumble. This is an exclusive YouTube stream. We're keeping it old school, but I'm just glad to be here. Let me know if you can see the stream loud and clear, and let's hit the gong. Just the fact we're even live and I don't got to deal with the technical bullshit no more. So I'm bringing back the old gong, the very loud striker. I needed that. Exactly. Shout out Greg. Shout out, what do I see there? Serge, Matthew, Chandy, good to have you here. Almost Happy New Year time, you're right. Shout out Shortcoin, shout out Owen Spencer. You know, it's all good because I'll be able to just upload the stream to X later, though the audience on X can't see nothing today. What are you going to do? Lizard folk. I think Vinny Johnson's into the Binny as well. Who's Vinny Johnson there? Are people selling because of the tax reasons? Well, I do have a silver lining. I actually took a half hour to troubleshoot the Rumble reacts before I went live to make sure I can play videos without the, with the proper volume. And I sorted that. It's like I figured shit out today, but unexpected. Damn you, Streamlabs. You're making me look bad. Thank you, Diana. I appreciate it. Hit the gong when you were fixing it, JV. I didn't. I was just like hyper focused. I hate keeping people waiting. But I'm just glad we're even live. So what are you going to do? Wasn't meant to be, I guess, to stream on all three platforms today. But we have the Nippinator here, chillaxing, living his best life. But anyways, fam, welcome to the live stream. I'd say go share it on X, but maybe just let people know on X there's technical difficulties today, and we're only on YouTube. If you guys can do that, I appreciate it.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day. Maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Welcome, everyone, to today's live stream. This is the Bitcoin Cafe with the CNA family. So welcome, everybody. Thank you, Chandy, for sharing over on X that we're on YouTube and dropping the YouTube link. Shout out Clevelander and the rest of the fam. Unfortunately, we won't be on Rumble or X today. but we blame Streamlabs. Wasn't working. I tried everything in my power. Their site wasn't working properly, so I'm guessing it's some sort of update, some shit, whatever. Shout out Rock Mama. I appreciate you being here, and the rest of the fam. Thank you on Chandy for sharing that. I just reposted it. Anyways, keep the comments coming. And without further ado, I mean, you guys have been waiting long enough, so let's just dive right into it. If you're new to the channel, important to smash the likes. Go ahead, subscribe, hit the bell icon, turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, 7 days a week, including Sundays, just like this. Church is in session. Today is pod episode 1863. I'm your host, JV. It's December 29, 2024. 2 more days until we have our new year of 2025. Bitcoin's flirting just above 93,000, low correction on the day, and checking out Coin 360, you should be able to see here on your screen. Bitcoin correcting. Most all the major cryptos correcting in the red. Checking out coinmarketcap.com. The current crypto market cap sits at 3.26 trillion, and the Bitcoin market cap is 1.85 trillion. We got roughly, looks like 80 billion worth of volume for the past 24 hours. The Bitcoin dominance is currently sitting at 56.6%, with the Ether dominance same as yesterday at 12.3%. Checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours. FTT coin leading the pack. Virtual and KCS. Let me know which alts, if any, you are bullish on for the bull. And checking out the crypto bubbles, we get a visual perspective on the day and the bulk of the market correcting and in the red. Not a good look when scam token FTT is the top gainer on the day. And checking out on the monthly, definitely the majority of the alt in the red. I'd say maybe 70-30, red over green. Checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Today we're 73, yesterday 72, last week is 73, and last month is 78 in extreme greed. And checking out the time chain calendar. We have 173,044 blocks until the halving of 2028. We're currently on block number 876,956, and you can currently exchange one fiat US monopoly dollar for 1,070 Satoshi. So stack them sats and put down the gats. And that's it. Welcome y'all just joining us. Shout out Greg, shout out Serge. Appreciate it, brother. I'm going to check the X feed again. Again, we're not streaming on X today, but you guys can let people know that we're on the tube. Thank you, JC. You're the bomb diggity. She wrote live on YouTube only today. Come on over and watch JV live. We're keeping it old school. Steven, we are only on the tube. Thank you, brother. Just reposted. I'll repost all you guys. And of course, Chandy, Clevelander, the rest of the fam holding it down. Waiting for crypto news to start. Violetta with the bunny. Showing some bunny. I think it's a bunny. Looks like a bunny. It could be a guinea pig, though. I'm not 100% certain. But that's a cute little furry friend. Aw. Thank you for sharing, Violetta. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. But yeah, being we're behind on time today, we're just going to roll right through and get to the TA, aka astrology for the broskies. In fact, I'll even skip all the technical jargon from the article, and maybe we just dive right into the charts. I think that's more important, in my opinion. Let me know if that's cool. So yeah, to save on time here, looking at the charts, this is the 1 hour. Many targets. We do have a bull target of 107.6 still in play. We also have a super bear target sitting at 84.3. Let me know which direction do you think the Bitcoin price action will trend over the course of the next couple of days before we enter 2025 and we say goodbye to 2024 and put a bow on it. Zooming out from the 1 hour, we'll take a look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour says it's going up forever, Laura. We also have a bull target here on the 4 hour chart of 107, and we have a bear target sitting all the way down at 76.5 for a bearish pennant. And zooming out from the 4 hour, take a quick look at the daily. The daily says it's going up forever, Laura. Rising wedgie. Hey now. And that's on the daily chart. You can see we've had some corrective days this week. Last week, since tapping out at the all-time high of 108.3. We've been corrective. And zooming out from the daily, we take a quick look at the weekly. We still have a target showing on the weekly chart at 124. I think that's very unlikely now with 2 days left in the year, but you never know. We can hit that very quickly here in Q1 of 2025, which is right around the corner. But you can see we had a nice run up since the Trump November 5th election. It was weekly green candle close on the weekly after weekly, 5 consecutive. And then we finally started to get some corrective weekly candle closes here. And today we get another, today is the final weekly candle of the entire year. So let me know where you feel will likely close. I was hoping to be above 100,000, but it's not looking to be that way. And zooming out on the monthly, you can see Moonvember was the biggest green monthly candle close we've ever had, appreciating roughly 30,000 in fiat dollars. And we're printing a corrective thus far, unless we can start pumping here last minute. Again, we got 2 days before the end of the year. So let me know where you feel will likely go from here. And in breaking news, let me switch the scene so you guys can see it cleaner. A little breaking news action Jackson for you. For the 8th week in a row, Michael Saylor posts a Saylor Bitcoin tracker. MicroStrategy always buys more Bitcoin the next day, or at least announces the purchase. So expect the big purchase announcement from Michael Saylor tomorrow. And as pointed out here, Ethiopia made over $100 million by mining Bitcoin via renewable energy. Also, as reported earlier in the year, Russia was launching a Bitcoin mining hub in Ethiopia. It's due to the advantageous electricity and also the hydro power dams and the natural ways to produce electricity. The game theory is playing out as predicted. Global hash wars in play. And with that being shared, fam, again, welcome everyone joining the live. We're only streaming on YouTube today. Streamlabs gave us some issues, unfortunately, but yeah, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. Y'all, Bitcoin will be 10 million in the next 10 years. So these little dips are just opportunities to buy on sale. Well said, Rock Mama. I'll strike the gong for that one. 10 million in play. Max Kaiser's calling for 2.2. Shout out to the high priest, Bitcoin country. I know I'm going to be there in like a week and a half. I cannot wait. I am so excited. I know Chandy 10 Music is going to be there. We're going to be chillaxing, living it up with a few hundred folks, celebrating with Max and Stacy over in Bitcoin country, thy savior, El Salvador. Looking forward to it. Y'all, Bitcoin, send it. Gong, gong, gong. That's why it doesn't matter if the USA wants to buy the Biddy, they are going to get left behind. Yes, apparently so. Shout out Matthew, 2.2 million in play. Now we're talking. 1.1 million base. That's right, I've been calling my cycle peak. If things go according to plan, 1.1 million we can see potentially next year. That's if America, the United States, adopts a strategic Bitcoin reserve. That's if Trump stockpiles the Biddy. That's if Trump makes the United States of America the Bitcoin mining hub of the world. All things he said he would do when he spoke at the conference in Nashville, a few months back. I orange pilled someone at the party last night. She didn't understand it, so we watched a short vid and she bought, winning half a Bitcoin right there. Bada boom, bada bing. I dig it. Always orange pilling. Always on your A game there, Oracle. Yeah, man. Again, welcome everyone joining. It's just different not being on X and telling everyone to repost. But I'm digging it. It reminds me of the old days. For those that don't know, we started the YouTube channel, I believe I moved to Puerto Rico in 2018. And then shortly after, we launched the channel. So we're going on 7 years strong. We've been here. Feels good. Thank you, Diana. I appreciate the reposts. We're only on YouTube today. Streamlabs was down, wouldn't allow the multi-stream feature. Ideally, I would be streaming on X, Rumble, and YouTube, but I mean, what can you do? It's better to have a show on one platform than no show for the day. I refuse to no show. Not happening. Bitcoin was created to circumvent the government, fiat, central banks, market control. Whether they buy or not, Bitcoin does not care. Tell them, Greg. 50 G's. Yeah, man, half a Biddy is practically 50 G's. Pretty wild to say that, right? I remember back when the Biddy was 15 hundo. You know what I mean? For practically 1.5 bandos, you can buy a Biddy. Now, shit, we're talking 100 bandos per Biddy. Hey, there you go. Mines for the short coin. Minings are so interesting, aren't they, JV? They're trying to stop the gospel. You can't stop Satoshi the same way you can't stop God and you can't stop Jesus. Can I get an amen? I'm going to strike the gong for that one. Always remember, Bitcoin is God hacking humanity. That's a quote from Max Kaiser. I truly do believe that. Nippinator giving us the next indicator. This is the bottom. He's calling it. Nippinator says we're at the bottom. Take advantage. Buy the biddy. Stack the sats. Or forever hold your peace. Nippinator says this might be your last opportunity to get more than 1,000 sats per dollar before the end of the new year. Nippinator has spoken. And if you don't know, now you know. 50 G's. Nippinator says hello. Nippinator says you got to keep them nippinating and stacking the biddy. Nippinating equals stacking thy biddy. Thank you, Nippinator. Appreciate that, brother. But anyways, keep the comments flowing. Again, we're only on YouTube today, so it's just weird seeing only 134 people watching. Typically, we'd have 1,000. But what are you going to do? The show must go on. Nippinator has spoken. But yeah, next story of the day, family. Let's break her down. Here's the latest from Bitcoin country, El Salvador. That's right. Their stash hit 6,000 of the biddy, worth $569 million at current prices. El Salvador has become the sixth country to currently hold more than 6,000 of the biddy, further solidifying the crypto status as a treasury asset for President Nayib Bukele, his country. That's right. El Salvador, thy savior, as it translates in English. But anyways, El Salvador acquired another 1 Bitcoin December 29th, pushing the country's holdings to 6,000 Bitcoin, currently worth $569 million, according to the National Bitcoin Office of El Salvador's portfolio tracker. The latest buys puts El Salvador up 108% on the Bitcoin investment, having purchased 6,000 of the biddy at an average purchase price of $45,400, according to Nayib Bukele's portfolio tracker. The Bukele-led government purchased its first 200 Bitcoin on September 6, 2021, making it the first nation to do so. Around the time El Salvador became the world's first country to make Bitcoin legal tender. Look at them holdings. Not too shabby, eh? Now, El Salvador holds the sixth most Bitcoin amongst nation states, trailing only the United States, China, the UK, Ukraine, and Bhutan, according to BitBo's Bitcoin Treasuries data. Now, while El Salvador typically buys 1 Bitcoin per day, it bought 1 million worth one day after striking the $1.4 billion deal with the IMF. And again, on December 22nd, that's a blackjack, baby. Despite the IMF requesting its roll back some of its Bitcoin activity, Bukele said, F the IMF, we gonna be okay. F the IMF, this a freedom play. Hey, I'm a stack biddy all day. So give me more money, I'll stack more of the biddy. Preach! El Salvador's National Bitcoin Office Director, Stacey Herbert, said the Central American country may continue to buy the biddy at an accelerated pace, aka F the IMF. A spokesperson from the Bitcoin office further told Cointelegraph El Salvador wouldn't sell its Bitcoin holdings, adding that Bitcoin continues to be our main strategy. That's the only strategy. However, El Salvador's Shivo wallet will be sold or wound down, said Herbert, who expects private sector Bitcoin wallets to continue serving El Salvador. From my current knowledge, I would recommend Exodus or Strike. Not even the local folk are recommending Shivo. And FYI, Shivo is not the official government wallet. It's third party, and apparently it sucks, and everyone's been telling me the same thing. Now, the IMF still needs to approve the El Salvador deal, which would mark the end of 4 years of negotiations strained by Bukele's Bitcoin policies, which the IMF said put the country at risk, as if the IMF cares about any human beings in these foreign countries such as El Salvador. Come on, give me a break. But I digress. Mr. Corvette, what to do? The stream is so interactive that I can't get any work done while listening. Perfect. That means it's working. Love it when the price goes down. Just need found money to buy some more. What a Christmas gift. Amen. Biddy, the president keeps on giving. Amen there. And again, welcome everyone to the live stream. We're only streaming on YouTube today because the lizard folks are, preventing the transmission from multi-streaming. That's why we got to just keep hitting the gong today. And we're taking it old school striker. You know what I mean? They're much louder strikes. Crazy loud. But well warranted. But anyways, fam, welcome everyone to the live stream. What's crack-a-lackin'? It's only going to be a YouTuber today. No after party on the Rumble. Rumble's not working. And it's not Rumble's fault. It's Streamlabs. So I got to point the finger at the source of the problem. Rumble naturally working and X is working, but Streamlabs is the third-party software I used to stream on all three platforms at the same time. You can't just magically, miraculously do that without a software. And it seems their software must be updating today because it doesn't allow me the option. So is what it is. Vibrates my entire desk. Good, because here's the new striker. I noticed when I was watching the replay the other day, it's harder to pick it up unless you got your volume way high. It's more of a gentle sound because it's so soft and it's bigger. And I think because the original striker it came with is so tiny and harder, it just makes more of a louder sound. You feel me? But there's no such thing as a bad strike. So we'll keep striking the gong, keeping the lizard folk at bay. You feel me? Hear that, lizards? There is more where that came from. Precisely. Hey, CNA and JV fam, just want to say how much I appreciate you. Such a positive force in the world. Thank you, Rock Mama. Right back at you. Greatly appreciate the interaction and appreciate you tuning in and being a regular. It's good to have you here. Shout out to all the bitty baddies for holding her down. But anyways, next story of the day, family. Let's discuss the latest with the Trumpster. Trump's policies for the biddy depend upon the U.S. economic standing, according to the Crypto Quant CEO. That's right. Crypto Quant CEO founder Ki Young-ju said the president-elect Trump's Bitcoin policy is likely to depend on the perceived strength of the U.S. economy and the U.S. dollar by the global investment community. He argued the store value assets like gold and Bitcoin surged in price when investors perceived threats to U.S. economic how do I pronounce this? Hegemony? I know I'm fucking it up right now because it doesn't ring a bell, but please correct me. However, investors continue to express confidence in the U.S. economy and see the U.S. dollar as a safe haven currency. The CEO said that this position of strength makes it unlikely that the Trump administration would adopt a Bitcoin strategic reserve to protect the U.S. dollar dominance and may cause the president-elect to backtrack on the pro-Bitcoin policies. So another major influencer is very skeptical that Trump is going to adopt the Bitcoin. He says even before his inauguration, Trump consistently warned other world leaders of the power gap between the U.S. and other nations. This rhetoric, combined with increased capital inflows to the dollar, could renew confidence in the supremacy. That's what's up. Around me, many Koreans are choosing U.S. dollars as a safe haven over gold or Bitcoin, particularly as the Korean won weakens. The CEO continued, who I take it is Korean. This trend is also seen in emerging economies where individuals use U.S. dollar stable coins to store thy value because their local currency is hyperinflating into oblivion. Now, Paxos co-founder Charlie Cascarilla recently shared that the Middle East Bitcoin and North Africa conference that the entire financial system will eventually be on-chain. I agree with that. Dollar peg stables will be the cornerstone of the blockchain economy and improve the utility of the U.S. dollar by bringing the speed of the worldwide connectivity of the internet to the fiat. Individuals and jurisdictions experiencing the hyperinflation tend to use the U.S. dollar as a store of value against rapidly depreciating local fiats. Now, in March of 2024, the Turkish lira's inflation hit a staggering 67%. Not surprised. Turkey has the highest rate of stablecoin purchases expressed as a percentage of the gross domestic product of the world. And in 2023, Chainalysis revealed over 50% of the digital assets sent to Latin American countries of Argentina, Brazil, Colombia, Venezuela, and Mexico were stables. Mexico, Latin America, Central America, South America, Americas. Let's go. Anyways, there you have it. There you freaking have it. Yeah, how do you pronounce? Can you write it how it's pronounced? I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong. So I know the word, but I forgot how to properly pronounce it. I think it's one of the words that you just can't sound it out. It's pronounced a different way, and I sound foolish trying to pretend. George Bodine says Mikey Saylor may become the first U.S. Bitcoin bank. That's Saylor's goal, become $1 trillion Bitcoin bank. I've heard it from Mikey Saylor's own lips. Dodger Blue, let me know if you think he'll be successful with it. Let me tell you something. And again, welcome everyone join the live stream. What's crack-a-lagging, family? Make some motherfucking noise. Headonomy. Man, I'm still messing it up. Thank you, Violetta. Headonomy. Does that sound right? Headonomy? I know I'm still butchering it, even with your help. I have to, you know what I got to do? F the BS. I'm just going to type it in to like Google pronounce. And that's the only way I'll get it. Here we go. This is the proper pronunciation. I'm still butchering it, even with your help. Pause the video there. Back to the search.
Hegemony.
Shit! So it's exactly how it sounds. I totally messed that up. I'm like, there's no way that's how you say it. Well, apparently it is. Hegemony. Hegemony?
Hegemony.
Hegemony. According to Google. Hegemony.
Hegemony.
I got to remember it. If I say it over and over, it's the only way I'll remember. And yesterday that word came up too. And so now I was like, I got to figure this shit out. Hegemony. Simple. Jeez Louise. Add that to my vocabulary. Okay. There will be pressure exerted on the U.S. dollar. Keep in mind the Brinks is doing well, or the will of the U.S. dollar will remain the dominant for the several more years for the decades. Read my last comment. You got it, JC Ice. Vibrates my entire desk. That's the last one I see. I see something from Mr. Corvette. Oh, there you go. Hegemony. Thank you. Hegemony. Appreciate that. Hegemony. Perfect. Hegemony. Hegemony. Jeez Louise. But it's leadership or dominance, especially by one country or social groups over others. Example, Germany was united under Prussian hegemony after 1871. You learn something new every day. You feel me? But anyways, fam, welcome everyone to the live stream. Still got a lot to share. Sup, CNA fam, popping in to see what's going on in the crypto world. Well, you came to the right place. Next story, eh? Here's some target from an analyst. Actually, all the next stuff is all bullish. So strap into your safety belts or whatever and get ready because we're going to the moon. And it's only a pit stop. As you can see on your screen, the headline reads, BitGo CEO Mikey predicts good gains in 2025. Thank you, Captain Obvious Michael. Here's the forecast. In a new CNBC interview, Mikey says that despite the crypto industry already being bullish on the new pro-crypto administration arriving in Washington, D.C., it's possible the new regulatory environment hasn't been completely priced in yet, yo. That's right. I think the regulatory is somewhat priced in, but in general, we've seen that these news events don't always price it until they actually are. So look, we have a new administration coming in. Things look very promising. People are very excited. They're very bullish, but it's not here yet. All right. So I actually think we're going to continue to see effects of that all throughout 2025. Remember that for the last 2.5 years, we have not just had a regulatory environment that didn't want to help you. We had a regulatory environment that was actively trying to kill you. Preach. And that's why, Gary Gensler, if you're listening, go home and get your shine box. There's a new chairman in town, and his name is the Nippinator. So all of a sudden, with that changing in the opposite direction, we're going to continue to see good gains next year. Can I get an amen? And when asked about whether we will see more companies add Bitcoin to their corporate treasuries, Mikey said it's absolutely going to happen. And according to the CEO, the biggest companies simply have too much cash lying around that is predictably getting debased by the increase in monetary supply, making the Bitcoin allocation the most viable strategy to ever exist for the mankind. Quoting him here. We're talking with multiple clients right now about doing that. It's been a conversation for the last couple of years. But frankly, the regulatory changes make it a lot easier. Having ETFs available makes it a lot easier. People don't remember exactly how much balance sheet cash some of the top 7 companies have. It's hundreds of billions of the dollars. So having some access to thy biddy and to thy portfolio and to thy treasury management, it just makes sense. And remember, it's a hedge against whether the U.S. can curtail the inflation. And while we're optimistic about what's going to happen with the new administration over the next few years, America has not had a track record at all of being able to curtail the spending. Money printer continue to go burr. So if we're going to continue to see the monetary supply go up, Bitcoin is the perfect hedge against that. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I mean, common sense will tell you just that. You know what I mean? Money printer will continue to go burr. Hence, pretty little bitty will continue to go up, entering price discovery over and over and over. In fact, I have a question. How many times will Bitcoin enter price discovery in 2025? Let me know. Hopefully it's billions. Anyways. I'm going. Welcome everyone to the live stream. It just seems simpler streaming on one platform. Less rhetoric in between articles. There's no convincing people to repost the stream pinned at the top of the X. I don't know what to say. Loss for words over here. Thank God for Chandy music to save the day.
No plan B needed, I have the biddy. Bitcoin is my plan A, B, C, D, and E. There is no other plan for me. I am with the bit rip through the dips, biddy. Bitcoin, it's my plan A, B, C, D, and E. I'm team BTC. Through God, Satoshi educated me.
And thank you for letting everyone know Chandy just reposted. Watch crypto news on YouTube only. Technical issues outside JV's control. Watch and join the crypto. Yep. Appreciate it. Thank you again, Diana, Nathan, Shortcoin, Pablet. What is that? Pablet coin. Appreciate you sharing. They wrote, I've waited all day. Maybe I need a life. Crypto's all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV. Exactly. Exactly what they said. Yeah, it's simpler for shizzle. It's like, it's not complicated no more. Do you guys understand how complex sometimes it gets doing the tri-stream shit? It's like all the technical shit, when it doesn't want to work, it's crazy. You'd be pulling your hair out. Okay, we're going down, says Leonard. How low will she go? Thank you, Violetta, for all your love. The dashes make Suno spell it in one sound. Chandy knows how to use the Suno to make the masterpieces, but I bet you it's probably complicated as all hell as well. And unless you put in your thousands of hours, you're not going to be an expert. And your AI music is going to sound like shit. It goes for everything in life. You got to put in the work. PP total 2 trillion big ones. P show me come around the corner. 2 trillion around the corner. What's up for the digits? Good days. Love you. Play Trust by Ariana. Who's Ariana? What trust are we talking about? Thank you for reposting on X. Let people know we're only live on YouTube. I bet you there's probably people refreshing X. Where is he? Lizard folks. They hijacked the stream today. Damn it. Of course. Hyperbole is the king of them, says Adam. Up and down like the Bridges 90. Hey, 99. Bridges flight. You feel me? Let's get another gong strike just to strike the gong for the hell of it. But let's send it to a target. 2.2 million, says the high priest. Who am I to deny? 2.2 million flowing into existence, manifesting. Send it. We have the power of thy biddy in our hand. Every gong strike raises consciousness, connecting you to the Christ consciousness, and not only connecting you to Christ, but at the same time, we raise the vibration so that the evil lurking mofos working for the lizard folks, including Yellen, Gensler, and all the lurkers, they don't stand a chance to sabotage thy biddy for any longer. They've had their chance for the past 4 years with the war on crypto. Well, guess what? The war is over. The war is over. Believe, trust, obey, and honor, and you will have to go to the King James Bible, Luke, Isaiah revolution. That's right. Rolling ganja from Bible paper. See how high the lie can take us through the eyes of Christ, Sean, Elijah, Jacob. Rest in peace, Big Pun. Those are some bars. I have almost $7 over the past days. $7. Let's hope it goes back. Don't tell me you lost $7. Unacceptable. I think my daily coffee cost me $7. Amen to Christ consciousness, and I rebuke Satan almost every night And I rebuke him and his skanky arm in Jesus' name. It works. The Bible said it does. That's right. If you're ever scared or you feel amongst evil, dark forces, demonic forces, you can do exactly what Chandy just said. You can rebuke Satan in the name of Christ. Demons don't like Christ the same way they don't like the gong. You feel me? And if you can raise your consciousness, they don't have a chance. You have to remain in fear and in a very low vibration for them to have any power over you. So as soon as you raise your consciousness, they have no power over you. That's, the bigger picture. Light the sage, JV. I know. We will light the sage, but let's continue with the news. We've got a late start due to the technical drama. So let's dive into our next story of the day. Here we go. Let's discuss the 400,000 target for 2025 and then $1 million prediction from the one and only Scottie Pippen, one of the NBA legends, because Bitcoins are ripping like the new Scottie Pippen. Anyways, Bitcoin may reach 150 Gs or 400,000 next year based on the strategic Bitcoin reserve and the Fed rates, according to the Blockware. Bitcoin's price in 2025 could rise up to 4 times, at worst, increased by 54%, depending upon the Trump strategic Bitcoin reserve and the Fed's policies for their reserve, says crypto mining Blockware Solutions. 2025 bear case for Bitcoin could push its price up 58%, around 150 Gs, from the current price of 94,000, according to Blockware, in which they shared in their report. Blockware said that the 150 bear case target is a possibility if Trump does not follow through on the strategic Bitcoin reserve, an outcome the industry is hopeful will happen early into the administration. That's right. We also have Jack Mallers, founder and CEO of Strike, said Trump will likely issue the executive order on the first day, Jan 20th, in office to designate Bitcoin as a U.S. reserve asset. Meanwhile, Blockware said that the bear case target is also a possibility if the Federal Reserve further reverses course on interest rate cuts and long-term holdings. Those holding Bitcoin for longer than 155 days aggressively sell the Bitcoin. As a base case, 225,000 is Blockware's target, assuming the U.S. government turns its Bitcoin holdings into a strategic Bitcoin reserve. The Fed cuts interest rates as expected and corporate adoption continues at the current price. So what are your thoughts on their bear, base, and bull scenarios? 150 to 400 Gs, holler. They said the 400,000 is the bull case. And as you know, 420 is my base case. Bitcoin price is possible if the 3 factors deliver the best outcomes. First, the Federal Reserve must adopt a more dovish stance. Second, corporate Bitcoin adoption must accelerate, with one of the Magnificent 7 companies, Alphabet, Amazon, Apple, Meta, Microsoft, NVIDIA, or Tesla, adding Bitcoin to the balance sheet. And one of those companies, Microsoft, had its shareholders vote against the resolution to add the Bitcoin to the company balance sheet during the firm's annual meeting on December 10th, which tells me that company is ran by the lizard folk. It is what it is. Finally, the U.S. government would not only have to convert its existing holdings into a strategic Bitcoin reserve, but also accumulate more of the biddy, an outcome that Digital Galaxy recently said unlikely. As I shared in yesterday's pod, that was one of our stories. They don't believe that Trump is going to buy any Bitcoin whatsoever, as he pledges to do. The U.S. government will not purchase Bitcoin in 2025. That's according to the Galaxy Research report, head of research, Alex Thorne. And Thorne also said that instead, the U.S. government will create a stockpile using the Bitcoin, which it already holds, while discussions of a Bitcoin reserve policy shall continue. So there you have it, yo. And I'll read your comments out loud. Welcome everyone join the live stream. We're only streaming on YouTube today. Womp womp. But at least we're here. Good evening, Chris. What it do? Welcome, brother. They said something. That's the biggest word I've ever seen. Don't know where to begin with that one. When smart people troll everyone, eh? Fear of the equipping the monstrous hippopotamus with the Dalios. Exactly. That's what everyone's thinking about right now. The fear of equipping monstrous hippopotamus with the Dalios. Any relation to Ray Dalio? Billionaire asset management giant? The hippopotamus. Watch out. Reminds me of Hungry Hungry Hippos as a kid. In fact, at the arcade, we still play Hungry Hungry Hippos, but it's like you get this huge thing. It's like you just go like this, and then the hippos eat the marbles at the arcade. You guys know the game. It's at Dave & Buster's. Hungry Hungry Hippos 2.0. But I'm old school. I remember the original Hungry Hungry Hippos. Just finished my download of Bitcoin Node. It only took 2 weeks. Is your internet that slow? Wow, 2 weeks. I would assume it take maybe 24 hours. That's kind of long. But I'm glad you got the entire blockchain downloaded. Congrats. Well done, Chris. And there's the Nippinator. Nippinating. Look at that. Look at that tail. It just says waggly, waggly, waggly do. Shout out to the Nip. What's going on, brother? You're going to give us another buy signal. You just do what it do. You know what I mean? We appreciate you, Nip. Got to keep them appreciated. And nippinate. Hungry, hungry hippos are the new whales. Exactly. Dial-up sucks. Are you using dial-up? First finish to download the Bitcoin node. Well, at least you got it downloaded. I take it are you using Bitcoin Core? Pats for the Nippinator. Exactly. But we're about to dive into our feature story of the day and discuss Bitcoin ripping like the new Scottie Pippen. Pats for Nip. The one and only. Yeah, so I guess let's just get into it. Take another sip of water here.
Through God, Satoshi freed me. Through God, Satoshi changed me. Plan A, B, C, D, and E. Bitcoin's the only financial plan for me. Angels in the orange. Angels in the orange. Yes, I said angels in the orange. I see angels in the cold storage. It's all in the orange.
It's all in the orange. Look at the Nippinator. He's doing something. He's doing something. Looking the paws clean. Trying to send a signal to Gary. Gensler, your hands are unclean. Unlike Nips, clean as a whistle. Former President Jimmy Carter passed away at the age of 100. Wow. At least he died knowing that he isn't the worst president anymore. I take it we all know Biden is hands down the worst. I'm conflicted. To me, it's a mixture. Is it Obama or Biden? Or is it just one and the same folks? You know what I mean? They're both pretty bad. Yeah, I have a bad connection because I refuse to go to their more expensive fiberglass connection. Oh, that explains it. So you're always going to be downloading blocks, I take it. Nipsey Hussle was a crypto bull. That's right. Shout out Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey here was actually named after Nipsey Hussle because I would listen to Nipsey Hussle virtually every day for 3 days of my life, every day working out. It was Nipsey Hussle, Nipsey Hussle, Nipsey Hussle. So when I adopted him as a rescue pup, Nipsey had the most influence. I listened to him the most. And he was pro-crypto, he was pro-Dr. Sebi, and we shared a lot of the same beliefs. So I always respected Nipsey Hussle. Great musician. Why did the greats always got to go so young? It's crazy. But so yeah, the Nippinator, named after the late great Nipsey Hussle. Bush Sr. and Jr., yeah, all of them are bad, in all honesty. Clintons, the Bushes, Obamas, the Bidens. I mean, was one better than the other? I'm skeptical. Probably not. It's a good point. Maybe not the best president per se, but an amazing human being and humanitarian. My favorite president of all time was the one they blew his brains out. In fact, there's two of them. Lincoln, old school. Again, I'm old school. And Kennedy, obviously, well before my time. But if I was to give one of them like the award of best president, it'd be those two. And lo and behold, the forces of evil. Wop, wop, wop. Crazy, right? Didn't Nipsey make that? Make what? F true? What's F true? I know he was working on a documentary about Dr. Sebi, who discovered cures for every major disease there is. And I think, I'll just leave it at that. Do I tag you every time I crypto news alert on X? I don't know. Do you? No, I'm not crypto news alerts on X. I'm crypto news yes, because crypto news alerts wasn't available when I created my X account in 2019. So it's crypto news yes as the name. So in order for me to see it, you would have to hashtag crypto news yes, from my understanding. Mr. Corvette, yo JV, let's go blow up the tube. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, Mr. Corvette. David says, okay, we got some negative feedback today. I like to read the negatives out loud. The babbling narration is becoming hard to watch. If you don't like my babble, I mean, so be it. Plenty of other channels out there, David. Teach their own, but it's all good. I'm not trying to, satisfy everybody, but those that appreciate the babble, apparently, the Tower of Babel. Some people probably get offended by the way I speak so openly. Some people may get offended that I'm so bullish on Bitcoin all the time. Some people maybe just don't like the interaction and they're just looking for news. I don't know, but teach their own. Are the markets open tomorrow? I would think so. It's Monday. It's the day before New Year's Eve. So I'm assuming markets are open. I'm worried for my mother. She's not feeling well. Damn, she got the jab. Oh no. Recently or back when COVID struck? And sorry to hear that. Prayers to Serge's mother. We'll strike the gong for her. This gong strike is for your mother. We'll raise her consciousness. We'll raise her immune system and send her lots of healing through this gong strike. Oracle, Babylon, screw them. Amen. And yes, the Tower of Babel. It's all biblical. Security laws are biblical. Prayers for your mother, brother. But anyways, let's dive into our feature story of the day and discuss Scottie Pippen, NBA legend, predicting Bitcoin next stop at $1 million. So give me a second to pull it up. All right, fam. Now for our feature story of the day. NBA's Scottie Pippen, the NBA legend himself, says $1 million is the next stop for Bitcoin. So let's break this one down. And for those of you who aren't in the know, Scottie Pippen was on stage with Michael Saylor not too long ago, and he claimed he's known Satoshi way before Bitcoin was even invented, which was pretty hilarious. But nonetheless, he's been making a lot of bullish tweets or posts over on X. This is the man right here. Let me know if you grew up watching Scottie alongside the legendary Michael Jordan, who's considered the greatest basketball player of all time. Scottie is one of the greats as well, many championships and all that. But here's the recent tweet. We'll start here, and then we'll go to his profile, and I'll just share with you some of the things he's been sharing. It's cool to see NBA legends so bullish on Bitcoin, knowing we got to front run them. Well, not Scottie. I mean, Scottie's known about Bitcoin years before it was invented because he's close friends with Satoshi, allegedly. But I digress. He says here, you think you're late to Bitcoin because it hit $100,000? I think I am early to Bitcoin. Great mindset there, because it is 1.7 trillion market cap out of a $900 trillion market cap in the global assets. The next stop for the biddy, $1 million. Let me know if you agree, disagree with Scottie Pippen. Did Satoshi tell you this? See, people are already making fun of him because he claimed to know Satoshi. And Mike Alfred put, or I guess we call that trolling. Mike says, we will probably hit 999,000 first, but that's just a conjecture at this point. Precisely. Someone wrote here, Bitcoin is at the all-time highs. Now we have the most pro-crypto government in history. Fink is buying by the truckload, yet the retail are still asleep. Pay attention, Annan. And let's get back to the story, family. So while Pippen might not seem like an authoritative voice in the world of crypto, his previous Bitcoin predictions were eerily, what does that say there? Prescient, if that's pronounced right there. In September, for instance, the former basketball player claimed Satoshi visited him in his dreams to predict that Bitcoin would be trading above 84,000 November 5th. Bitcoin ended up surging above the aforementioned level on November 11th, meaning Pippen's prediction was just slightly off. Bitcoin's currently trading roughly 94,000. Of course, Pippen's eerily impressive prediction track record does not mean that Bitcoin is going to surge to $1 million in the near future. This would mean Bitcoin would need to surpass gold by market market cap. And I think that's roughly 17 trillion. Correct me if I'm wrong. And even ardent crypto bulls like Galaxy CEO Mike Novogratz believes that it would take Bitcoin 5 to 10 years to achieve such a massive milestone. Still, there are those who believe that the price of Bitcoin could soar to 1 million in the near future. And for example, Jeff Park of Bitwise recently opined that this could be possibly if the U.S. government does create the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve in 2025. However, he has very low chance of this happening, according to him. Then we have the Blockstream CEO, Adam Back, the Bitcoin OG, has also predicted the Biddy would match the market cap of gold in 2025. So some people do genuinely believe we will hit 1 million. Again, my bull scenario, which I share with you practically every show, is if Trump follows all his promises, adopting Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset for the United States and for the Treasury, and stockpiling the Bitcoin and making the United States Bitcoin mining hub of the world. We can see that happen. But if all that doesn't play out, there's no telling. Anything can happen at the end of the day. Now, another great post I read earlier, and this is just great mindset and why he is a champion, quoting Scottie Pippen from his most recent post. Kobe is a 5 times NBA champion. He also holds the all-time record for missed shots. Babe Ruth is 7 times World Series champion. Also led the MLB in strikeouts for 5 seasons. Tom Brady is a 7x Super Bowl champ. He also holds the record for the most passes intercepted in Super Bowl history. Serena Williams, which some would dare say is a man, but I digress, is a 23-time Grand Slam champion. She also holds the record for the most unforced errors in a single match. Novak is a 24-time Grand Slam champ. He also is unvaxxed and holds the record for the most tennis final losses in history. These aren't contradictions. They are proof of what it takes to win at the highest levels. Winners don't succeed in spite of failure. Such a profound statement here. They succeed because of failure. While others shield themselves from the sting of defeat, winners run towards it. They take big risks and they put their reputation on the line, knowing that whatever happens, they'll come out more competent opponent on the other side. And whether you're chasing championships or personal goals, the same truth applies. To double your rate of success, you have to double your rate of failure. The more you learn about what doesn't work, the more you understand what does work. Everything changes when you reframe losses like this. It's not a setback, it's one step closer. It's not a measure of incompetence. It's proof of your willingness to take risk and charge boldly forward. Failure isn't the enemy of success. It is the foundation. That's the realest shit I've ever heard. So I got to preach it. Shout out to Scottie Pippen. And we'll go from there, family. Welcome everyone. Join the live stream. This is a Q&A segment. There's no Rumble or X due to the, issues on Streamlabs. It wouldn't allow the tri-stream today. It wouldn't allow a double stream and only a single stream. Hence why we're only single streaming. You know what I mean? Here on the tube, as the Nippinator continues to lick himself to send a message to the current chairman of the SEC, Gary Gensler. Gary, get your act together. Come on now. I met Michael Jordan once as a child. Did you know he had a restaurant in Charlotte? I didn't know that. That is where I met him. I also met Jane Goodall and was in the newspaper. Well, that's pretty amazing, fam. Shout out Timothy. I appreciate the super. He wrote TEMA something, and then it got shut down by dankness. Appreciate the super nonetheless there. But yeah, there's no shilling tokens. And I guess as a loophole, people are like, we can shill the tokens through the super, but it's best not to do that. But nonetheless, we appreciate your support, Timothy, and we appreciate the super. The world is full of negativity. It's nice to show it's always on the positive. I feel a colossal crash soon, says Renee. Where you been, Renee? Haven't seen you in a long time. Good to see you back. And yeah, we're just going to chillax and chill and kick it. We may be able to play some videos. I think I figured out the loud sound issue. All I have to do is drop my volume 25%. It seemed to do the trick when I tested it before I went live. So if you want to see some music videos, we can try to play some, maybe some classics. But it is clever because it's like versus paying whatever it is. Let's just say it's $500. Instead of paying $500 for a sponsorship, to get a, sponsored featured ad on my stream, it's like, yo, I'll pay $5 and I'll get a shout out. You guys figured out the loophole. Kind of funny. Okay, don't shill again. We told you yesterday. Next time it's a permaban. Well, there you go. You're testing the waters. Oh my God. You guys are awesome. You guys had a view I didn't have. Wonder why. I just saw $4.99 in pounds, but not the message. That loophole existed for a while, yo. Like, I was shouting out anything anyone writes when they send me a super, I read it. Remember, like, someone used to promote Jesus coin? And it'd be like, super every day. And I give a shout out and they get a free promo. Anyways. Can I shill pudgy penguins? Well, you just by writing it, you get a shill because I read everything out loud. But you guys can mention tokens as long as you guys aren't annoying about it. I don't mind you guys sharing, some tokens or whatever. There's 10 billion of them. Just don't go overboard with it. Don't spam the chat with your token. Like, that's when it becomes a problem. I may not be speaking lately, but I am here and ready with the slap of the garden tool. Cheers. I appreciate you, Dankness. Be respectful to the chat or you're gone. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, JV. Love the channel. We will be streaming on New Year's Eve. We will be streaming on New Year's. I will be streaming in Bitcoin country. Just note, though, the travel date. January 10th, I cannot stream. I'll be on an airplane all day. I'll be at the airport traveling, so there will be no stream. And January 11th, there will be no stream because the event starts at 7:30 a.m. And we're there for the event, so we're not missing the event. So no stream on January 10th or the 11th. Those 2 days, there will be no stream. And I'll make up for it by streaming the rest of my trip when we're in El Salvador. January 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, and then I think 16th is my travel day, so I'm not going to be able to stream then, but just heads up. It's funny, anytime a word starts with $, I read it as a... Make sure to subscribe to Shandy10 Music family. I think what we're going to do next, I'm going to see if I can play some music videos. I think I sorted the problem when the volume gets too loud by reducing it 25%. So let's do that. Remember to sample the gong. Ooh, appreciate the reminder, Oracle. Absolutely. We got to sample the gong and get the software in the laptop so I can do things on the fly when I'm in the mobile studio. So I learned from my last trip. Show your support for JV and the team. Tap the likes. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. So yeah, let's see if we can play some music videos, eh? Give me a second.
Strawberry destiny, under the moon by fire. Strawberry full moon, take me, light it up, fire it up, a fire under a full moon. It's a strawberry yum, fill me up, fill my cup. Kind of Bitcoin powered moon, fill me up and raise it up, pretty please. Strawberry yum, fly to the moon, come, I need you to come with me. Whoa, full moon, baby up, star Aquarius. I'm just so curious, just a little curious. Libra, wanna pump Bitcoin under the full moon with me. Imagine dragons, 2024, year of the dragon. Thunder, before the lightning, I'm thirsty. Are you feeling thunder? Are you feeling hunger? I'm craving being under the thunder. Let's pump the bitty. Up, doing. Danger V, do you have anything to say? Rap with me, baby.
This is the chance for all my Bitcoin champs to do the moonlight Bitcoin dance. I hit them up like pop, the Bitcoin rants. My balls is hot, sit in my big boy pants. I trust the biddy like Biggie when he trusted Diddy. I trust the biddy like Eminem, how he trusted Fitty. The Citadel isn't just a city. This is Bitcoin Camelot, just as pretty. Cinderella, Chandela, Cinderella, take a date.
The moon comes up when the sun goes down. I wanna go down and get down while the lunar pool gets my up, bitties up. Full moon up, I feel my energy going up. I feel the Bitcoin soaring up. I wanna fill my my cup. I don't wanna overflow, I just want security, you know. And my house in Wonderland, a wolf or Peter Pan, you'll never know. On a full moon, I'm every feeling, all of me that I am. I'm fucking Peter Pan. Alice and I'm in Wonderland, I'm in a Bitcoin land. Full strawberry fire, full moon, strawberry tooth fairy, lady loving honeyland, out of the full moon. I'm gonna manifest the pump with my man JV, come and please me.
Moving the bits, come on, let's dance. Shake it down to bring it up. Move with the hips, give me sexy dips. Hitting bong rips as soon as it dips. BTFT to the lunar eclipse. Stacking BTC till I'm losing my grip. Stacking BTC while I'm feeding the nip. Stacking BTC because fiat is shit. Stacking BTC is what you need to get rich. Stacking BTC, Big Peter shit, there's a bitch. Cinderella hit, spin it. Sexy little Bitcoin mama, take it.
It's hard thinking out of the box, eyes draining, going through fiat detox. I'm thirsty, that's true, but I'm worthy, and so are you. Doing. I want a freaking strawberry kind of doing full moon pump, kind of moon that makes belly full. A strawberry full moon, now with an actual baby talking to you, baby. Just satisfactory, satisfy my dreams. A night of flying high, strawberry wine, la strawberry fire on the moon with my Bitcoin. A strawberry full moon, kind of night, JV. It's back to you, take it, baby. JV, can you hit it? Pretty please, excite me.
Sure thing, Cinderella, I got you under the full moon. I'm feeling like Voltron, I'm so on. Transformed to a great ape like Gohan. I'm so bummed, yet I remain so calm. A Bitcoin Super Saiyan, so strong. This is Gohan versus Vegeta. Bitcoin is so long, like chasing the cheetah, chasing the zebra, like Derek Jeter, chasing the sea, racing the beach, the apex predator, the matrix defeater. Bitcoin embracing the reality. The moonlight is lit, it's time to free up mind from the slave line. The time is here, Cinderella, take us out.
Thought you never had school, I got you, JV. The full moon is coming, don't let it undo you. Unless you wanted to, I know I wanted to. Giddy up, strawberry moon up, respected freedom. I command it, I demand it, baby up. Trump up, ooh, I need you. JV doesn't believe in the moon. I thrive on it, got it right on 116th Cherokee. I don't want a Lamborghini, I'm a moon girl. Not a fancy girl, I'm a lunar girl. I'm a big, flying highway, a soar, Jeep girl. We don't have to agree on everything. Loyal to humanity and our destinies. Big Bitcoin destinies, always manifesting. Strawberry moon, wow, gotta get ready now. So Roger, full moon, Betty up, out, Roger out. Up the moon up, yeah. Shit, girl, we don't have to agree on everything. I'm loyal to humanity and our destinies. Baby, Bitcoin destiny, always manifesting. Strawberry moon, wow, gotta get ready now. So full moon, Betty up, out, Roger out.
Awesome. So the good news is the sound is good. So I figured it out. I just dropped the volume significantly whenever we play the video. I did see your comments. I just couldn't interrupt the video because it'll make it restart if I pause the video in between. So I think you asked if we can do a live stream at the event. Let's see, you know what I mean? Definitely a possibility depending upon internet. Obviously, when we're out and about at the golf course where the event is being held, it depends how good the internet is, obviously, from a mobile phone. So I don't know if we'll be able to do a live stream, but there's definitely that possibility. If we don't do a live stream, there's going to be plenty of videos we take, and I'll probably just upload the videos on X. So most likely, all the exclusive video clips we take from, you know, being in El Salvador, probably just upload it on X, most likely. So just make sure you guys are following me on X for exclusive content during the, event. And then I'm sure we'll be taking a lot of that footage and, putting it into some exclusive music videos, of course. Chandy's going to be creating good videos and capturing content, and we'll have some exclusive music created and all that fun stuff. So we should be able to do some cool stuff. You're still, oh, shit. Yeah, let me turn my volume up talking. Thanks for the reminder. That's what I got to remember to do. So that's the difference, is I got to turn my volume back 100% when I'm talking, when the music is done. Awesome. Luna, such a good bird. I don't get to take her out because of my dogs who took her out today. I have so much I am about to put out at once. A lot of almost finished songs. I know you've been working hard behind the scenes. That's what's up. I think we're going to play the dragon video because I have it already lined up, and considering we know it sounds good now. So we're going to play one more music video for you guys. Enjoy it. Keep comments flowing, and after the video, we'll discuss all the comments and all that good stuff. So here we go. Give me a sec.
Strawberry destiny under the moon by fire. Dragons that slay. I'm going to tell you a dragon story. Puff and Trandy 10, two Bitcoin dragons lived in a valley and frolicked in the Ozark Hills, both dear friends of Satoshi. Oh, how Shandy loved her protective puff and brought him Bitcoin tunes, stacks of sats, and other fancy stuff. Oh, Puff and Shandy, two Bitcoin dragons, lived in a valley and frolicked in Ozark Hills, both dear friends of Satoshi. Together they would orange pill on a pod, singing their tales. Shandy kept a lookout perched on Puff's gigantic tail. Noble Bitcoin kings would bow whenever they sang. CNA fam would raise their volume when Puff roared and Shandy sang. Oh, Puff and Shandy, two Bitcoin dragons, lived in a valley and frolicked in Ozark Hills, both dear friends of Satoshi. A dragon lives forever, but not so fiat printed bills. Orange teams and Bitcoin dreams make way for other joys. One great night it happened, fiat gave up, and bankers were no more. And Puff and Shandy, just two of a mighty dragon team, roared once more. Their heads held high for humanity, Bitcoins fell like rain. Puff and Shandy were bestie dragons, spreading hope in their flames, because they were lifelong friends. Those two, JV and the CNE crew, would always be dragon brave. So Puff and his mighty dragon crew always continue to say, buy Bitcoin for a better future, which will give you peace today. They flew through the FUD,
They knew they were Luna bound. They played in and slung a little mud. What they did was have each other six and spit out the Bitcoin sound. They spread hope with their dragon fam, singing ditty jammy jams, working with their fifth Lev G dragon family, JVC and Nate family. Huddle gang dragon so legendary. They flew through wars and political storms, Satoshi armed, fire-breathing champions of the Bitcoin, sharing the message, lighting Bitcoin flames, fire-breathing truth, preaching, fighting for financial hope and currency change. Music lit, words so hot only a dragon could spit. Lit, lit, rip, rip, lit, lit, rip, rip. Fiat was burning and Bitcoin was on fire. The tide was turning, they had spent some time learning. They had a yearning for victory through the earning. They had tickets for an outer space flight, launching from a VIP dragon-only rocket station, prep for feeling a Milky Way high kind of delight, doing da-dung moon, just a pit stop, but they had to be patient. The Bitcoin Dragon team isn't weak, they're not greedy, they are unique, they're not sheep.
Well, yeah, dragons aren't sheep.
Da-da-diddy doing doing, so they knew they weren't done with their work, no time to take a vacay. But soon they did pause to applaud the 100K. Puerto Rico bound, the dragon wings rested, and they were taking it easy on a private jet. Whoa, undergunning in Puerto Rico.
Then they got back to work.
You can't stall or tame a Bitcoin dragon. A number 10 mountain bird dragon. Whenever back down, a CNA dragon will always stand its ground, breathing fire to protect the house, the hodl house. These dragons were given the gift of a flame, meant to light the world orange, painting a brighter picture with the Bitcoin vision. Oh, dragon, dragon, never underestimate a Bitcoin dragon's God-guided passion or its loyalty to humanity and Satoshi. Dragons, 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 our flame is your light, burning bright on fire, guiding you to the Bitcoin truth, the Satoshi light. Oh, yeah! 2024 year of the dragon, hear it roar. Bitcoin, hear it roar. Dragons, hear them roar. Huddle gang, hear them roar. Peanut Fred, hear them roar. Candy 10, hear a roar. Paper, hear a roar. JV, hear him roar. Nipsey, hear him roar. CNA family, hear them roar. Satoshi, hear him roar. Ross, hear him roar. Bitcoin kids, hear them roar. Wise owls, hear them warn. Bitcoin, watch it soar, soar, soar.
Doing, we've won this war.
2024, we don't slay dragons. We are dragons that slay. It's the Bitcoin way. It's the Bitcoin slang. It's the Bitcoin play. Do yourself a favor, listen to what we say. Dragon power, rocket power, Bitcoin power. Unstoppable, unbreakable, undefeatable. Competent and capable. Loving and unchainable. Passionate and untamable. What a beautiful bitty high ride. 2024 year of the dragons. Bang. Doing, doing, doing. Hey. The doing, doing, doing.
Wow. I love that throwback. 1997, yo. Shandy, is that your senior year or junior year? What year was that for you? I graduated, I think, in 2001. But love that track. Can't wait to see the video with all the AI generation. I know you've been working hard behind the scenes. Oh yeah, turn my volume up. 1 second. Yep, so there's my volume back at 100%. But yeah, I figured it out. So I dropped my volume to 74% instead of 100 when we play the video, and it seems to be pretty peak, at least in my headphones, and hopefully for you guys as well. Welcome everyone to the live stream. Today's show a little different because we're unable to stream on Rumble or X, so we're only on YouTube, and we're still live. We'll keep it going for a little longer. Let's go! Oh, so cool. Rock Mama was also born in the Ozarks. Small world. On the Missouri side. Wow. 1987. Wow. So you graduated in 87, Oracle. Class of 98. Okay. So the following year you graduated. 98. Wow. So yeah, I graduated 3 years after. Amazing. What's good, Big Diesel? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome those joining us. Yep, you got it, JV. Working great on the audio. Perfect. And when you said give it a little more juice, I did. I upped it like a few percentage. Hopefully you can tell the difference there. But it's good we got that sorted. So when you have your new music videos released, we can play them proper. I was born in 87. Wow. The combination made my funds bleed on a Sat Stack on Saturday. Class of 05, Chris Klein. Class of 06, Matthew. 80s babies. Exactly. It's all millennial. I can pull the bitty girls everywhere. What does it require? You just need a Bukele hat. Keep hope alive.
President Bukele, props to you. You got game 100K. Crypto new every day. CNA.
Yeah, we don't play. It's the Bitcoin slang. It's the Bitcoin way. 2024 dragons. We don't slay dragons. We are dragons that slay. Bitcoin 100K. Another 100K. Another 100K. That's 300K. Underway, underlay. Motherfucking on the way. But did you buy the dip today or did you let it slip away?
Like Cinderella slipper, eh? Man, it looks like we're still dropping. We're about to go into 92. 93 is being tested. They're testing the 93. Keep hope alive. Exactly, Chris. Just because of that, I am getting the ABCDE video ready for the Sunday play. Excellent. Well, Sunday's today. You mean tomorrow, or do you mean for today to share? Bukele is the man. Amen. Hit him with that Wu-Tang, JV. Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang.
Hold up, 25 over here, baby.
Cash rules no, biddies rule everything around me. Cream, get the biddy. $1 million bitch, yo.
Sunrise, sunset, hope alive. Bitcoin isn't a bet. You have been told, never forget. This is your chance to change the tides and make your own sunlight.
Lewis says, enjoy my beautiful country. I hope we can meet up. Well, are you going to be at the event? I should be able to see you. I know there's going to be hundreds of people there, though. It's not a small event. I heard there's like, what was the numbers? There's several hundred people, attending. I think there's like 190 golfers and maybe 100 or so non-golfers. So it's probably going to be like 300 plus people event. But you'll be able to recognize me. I'm pretty sure I'll have this hat on with these glasses. So it should be easy to find me. So make sure to say hello. Sunday tomorrow? No. Sunday is today, fam. Tomorrow is Monday. My husband was born one day before Gen X started. Nice. Prayers for Melda. Yes, always. Shout out Melda if you're watching. Haven't heard from you in a while. Hopefully you're all right and doing well. 92 is good. 91 is great. 88 is even better because we all know where the video is going. Hey, now.
Oranges grow in the glow of a new sunrise. Live orange, get your vitamin C on. Boost your financial immune system.
Yeah, if you can have the track for tomorrow, that'd be great for tomorrow's stream. And hopefully Streamlabs stops fucking around and shit works.
Your life quality. Orange plan is plan A, B, C, D, and E. Orange skies, endless rise. Freedom flies with open eyes.
Tuesday is the passport meeting. Good. Gotta lock that mofo down. Stat. Nothing more important than getting that passport. Without it, you're stuck like Chuck.
Ledger lines, the world aligns, no middlemen, no more confines. Truth engraved in blocks of time, immutable, sublime. A full moon bright, calling to a better path, a better way. The code is law, no hands to sway or pay. Turn your brain on, get your Bitcoin. Plan A, B, C, D, and E. Bitcoin's the only plan for me. Decentralized.
Shandy drops a new song daily, pretty much. Fayetteville is where I lived from 06 to September this year, with a brief 5 years between Alma and Little Rock, but then back to Fayette. My son lives in Fayette. Right on. I take it that's where the airport is, Fayetteville, right? And the headquarters of Walmart. I recently moved to Prairie Grove, 30-minute drive to my son. Wow. Bitcoiners are the most creative and courageous people. Facts.
There's no inflation taking your gains. Work for prosperity instead of sweating for.
Oh, Rock Mama says I was born in Springfield, like The Simpsons, but spent most of my time in the woods of Stratford and Ashgrove and Willard, Marshfield and Boyce. Right on.
Them and buy Bitcoin. Chains broken. Global.
I'm going to get my passport early in the next year. Thanks for reminding me to renew it. Nice. I know I got to renew mine probably next year as well. I just don't like getting close to expiration. I think I still got like 3 years to go.
Economy, global ledger, global chance for everyone. Plan B, there's no need. This is the seed that breaks the greed. This is the plan that works for you and me. We don't have to work for the masked men, don't you see? Bitcoin changes the past, future, writing a new history.
X and A is where I fly out of. Right on. I take it that's the Fayetteville airport? I don't know, I'm guessing.
Be a part of the resistance, buy the biddy.
Yeah, I have a stop for my El Salvador. There's no direct flight from Puerto Rico that I could find. Let me check out my itinerary here. Expedia. My trip. I know there's a map. Saw it yesterday. But yeah, my stop is in Panama. So it's like a 3-hour flight to Panama, and then like an extra hour from Panama to El Salvador. El Salvador, I looked it up the other day. So I've never been there, but it's obviously in Central America. I think it's right above Nicaragua. I've been to Nicaragua several times. I used to do my visa runs there when I lived in Costa Rica for several years. I lived in North Costa Rica and Guanacaste province when I lived in Cocoa Beach. And we used to go to Nicaragua quite often. So get to go another country above and visit a Bitcoin country. When I was a baby, conceived in Mountain Berg, I was driven to Little Rock in the womb to be aborted? What? My mom and her friend got there. My mom cried in the parking lot, and they decided to take me back to Mountain Berg, Dragon Country. I survived, and I've done it since. It's my #1 job, survival. It's great. I'm grateful for God. Jesus loves me. This I know, for the Bible tells me so. Powerful words there, and all glory to God. Right on. You may have a stop as well if it's not a common flight from, obviously, from where you're at to El Salvador. So for me, it's Panama. I'll be in Panama. Wow, I can't believe it's only a few days out. We literally 10, 11, 12 days. JV, I have family in Nicaragua. Oh, nice. I also visited an island called Omotepe. I went on a trip for a few days at Omotepe, which is an island in Nicaragua. It was pretty amazing. They had an active volcano there, I remember. It was pretty cool. We did a lot of the what is it called? What's up, Nip? Nipinator's getting my attention here. What's going on, Nipster? Is Gary Gensler bothering you again? You have permission to bite. I don't care. You can get him. However you want to get them, just get them. All right? All right. Safe travels, JV. Excited for you. Thank you, Rock Mama. Chicks are yelling at me to get them and JV in the van. See y'all tomorrow. Thank you, Oracle. Take care of those chicks, will ya? And thank you, as always. Get to JV. You can have 2 passports in the U.S. What do you mean? You can have 2 passports, meaning from other countries? Or I'm not sure what you mean, Mr. Corvette. Or you're saying you can have 2 separate passports from the U.S.? What's the advantage of that? My parents were hippies from different countries and made it to the USA. How cool. My parents were hippies as well. Yeah. But anyways, I guess we'll end the stream because it's getting dark. My apologies for making you guys wait a half hour. Wasn't my intention, and my apologies for only streaming on it or streaming on YouTube. It doesn't feel the same not being everywhere, but I will be back tomorrow, and please pray that the streaming gods allow me to stream properly how it should have been. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we'll have the premiere still this evening on the tube at 10 p.m. My time, which is 9 p.m. Eastern. So be on the lookout for that. And make it a great day, family. Greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Deuces.
The orange is more than just a shade. It's the glow of wealth remade. Generational, inconfiscatable, immutable, impregnable. Fifth level, it's sexy sensation.